And welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Last time we did some side questy stuff at the city checkpoint and Taka Pass. This time we're back on track, trying to find Kaguya, who went to this area according to our map. What was that Z prompt? Oh, just acknowledging the statue, so, well, moving on. So she should be up here, in the main area, which is where we fought the one dog, just saying. So what's happening here? The gods be praised, is it really you, Kaguya? Never thought I'd see you again after the Emperor suddenly summoned you to Sound City. Kaguya, dear Kaguya. It feels like ages since we last met, grandfather. My, look at all those new wrinkles. Have I worried you so? Oh, grandfather. I thought you guys would run into each other here. I'm happy for you two. Oh, Kaguya, yet let us live together happily ever after. We could sell my bamboo wares, just you and me. Huh? Oh, What's wrong, Kaguya? Do you have to return to the Emperor? No, that's not it. It's just, I cannot live with you, grandfather. Huh? Huh? What are you talking about, Kaguya? You're not eloping or running away from something, are you? I didn't know you were here, grandfather. It would have been better if we had not met before I departed. Depart? Where are you going? I'm not sure. The royal crest carved into the earth here in Sasa Sanctuary. It calls to me. What the? Kaguya, what are you doing? It's as if I'm being driven by some invisible force below this crest, far below the earth. Something linked to my mysterious past awaits. I must go. I must see what lies within this hole. Kaguya! No, don't do it, Bamboo Girl. It's too dangerous. After her on me. What? I'm assuming we're not getting a choice in this matter. Oh wow, we really aren't. And we have another one of these, which is like the last thing I wanted to see right now, to be completely honest. Not a fan of these, to be honest. These are kind of annoying. Especially when you have to do this. So trick this out and hope for the best. Take all the way down, open this up, get more time. Slash, and then once she's at the edge, wind. There we go. And now she's going the wrong way, so we have to push her back in the right direction. There we go. Why is she going that way? Stop! Please stop. I think we don't actually have to do anything right now. Okay, so we got to slash this. We got some more time here, so that's good. So now she should be okay if we do this. Slash this so that she has more room to maneuver. Sole reason for doing that. Actually, I guess we have to go this way. Rather curious. Oh wait, this is actually wrong. This is actually wrong. Shoot. So we need to actually go up. That. Oh shoot, bad timing. I guess we do need to go this way. So when she starts coming back towards this direction, we have to do this. So she can actually get back up here. Hopefully, yeah, she actually did go the right direction, which is rather fortuitous. We're almost at the bottom already. Wow. Oh, of course. It couldn't have been that easy, huh? Wait till she gets to the edge, and then this. Jump up so I can actually start whittling away on these rocks. Once she gets into the water, I can safely bring her up to the oh shoot. It's hard to... It's actually really hard to do this. Oh, there we go. Oh, but is she going the right way? No, she's not. She's actually going the other way, which is actually really bad for us because she has to loop all the way around. So I'm just gonna try to break through some blocks while she's meandering. I guess. Well, that didn't last long because of the spike. This is gonna suck if I run out of time at the very end, which is probably going to happen. Why does this work so sporadically? Like, why isn't this working? Like, this is just, to me, this is the most frustrating part of Okami, and this is like kind of really, really frustrating to me. When you get to a point where just the controls just stop working at all, it's like, that's just really not good game design. Break this. I think I went the other way, actually, last time, so I think I might go this way, just see what's over here. Yeah, mix it up, since we have to redo a bunch anyway. Where is she? There she is. She moves so slowly, too. I think she moves slower than anyone else that we've done this quest with. Gotta keep an eye on her. There we go. But yeah, to me, this is probably the most frustrating part of this game, having to do specific brush commands on a time limit. Because to me, this is just really unresponsive. I'm gonna break this, actually. Actually, it doesn't matter. And also, like, the wind, for example, it'll push her that way, but it still doesn't necessarily mean that it'll speed things up that much, because you also have to watch where she goes. But yeah, to me, this is the most difficult part of the game, oddly enough. Like, even the bosses are easier than this. Just because, you know, with the bosses, you're on a timer. How do I actually get up? Yeah, I can't actually get out of the water. I guess I have to break this block. Yeah, I have to quickly dig through here before she, like, turns back the other way. Also, the fact that the timer doesn't stop when you're digging is also really difficult. It makes things a lot harder than it needs to be. Okay, we're back here. With a whole minute to sort of mess around, which is good. Maybe I have to actually draw it like a higher line. Like that. Yeah, see, like, for some reason, it looks like, okay, that time it worked. We should be good now that that's taken care of. I don't know how I hit that spike, actually. She's just gonna meander, so I'm gonna speed this along. Because we're kind of on a time limit here. There we go. That was convenient. That only took, like, what, 5, 6, 7 minutes? Didn't take too long, thankfully. Again, that one time was just rather unfortunate that she kept going the wrong way, and the water spout wasn't working. I like how the hole filled back up temporarily, as the cutscene was kind of loading. What am I looking at? Bamboo girl? What the heck? Looks like a bamboo shoot, except it's metal and insanely huge. This is what was calling to me. It's the link to my mysterious past. Kaguya, I knew that this giant bamboo shoot was buried in here in Sasa Sanctuary. You did? But one day many years ago I came here to cut down some bamboo. Suddenly this giant bamboo shoot appeared right before my eyes. Your cold and nearly lifeless body came tumbling out. Then this giant bamboo shoot disappeared back into the ground. You were as cold as ice and looked like you might die at any minute. I quickly picked you up and rushed home. My dearly departed wife and I nursed you back to health. We had always wanted a child. You were like a blessing from the heavens. You brought joy into our lives. I couldn't tell you the truth. I feared that if you found out, you would seek out this strange bamboo shoot. I feared that it would take you from it would take you away from us forever. Don't go, Kaguya. Grandfather. Even Isu's crying. I always thought of you and dearly departed grandmother as my real family. That feeling shall never fade. Though I may leave, my heart remains with you. Remember that. But I cannot stay here with you. A mysterious force is calling me. I cannot resist. I must discover where it came from. Don't worry, I will come back to you. I just need to know. So I beg you, oh grandfather dear. See me off with a smile on your face. Okay, I will, Kaguya. Go wherever you may. I only ask that when you get there, you remember one thing. You are my precious grandchild. Never forget that. You are my dearest, most precious grandchild. Oh, grandfather. His precious grandchild. Huh? Oh, I wasn't thinking about home or anything. No, really. Izun Amaterasu, I'm forever grateful to you. I can never thank you enough for what you did for me. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Fire tablet. It was my sole link to my mysterious past, but now that I'm returning home, I shall need it no longer. May it help you in your travels. It is time. Time for me to depart. Thank you, you two. Thank you, grandfather. Farewell, and may we meet again someday. Now this is rampant speculation, but in Kusa Village there was that one guy who was talking about some floating island. My gut instinct is telling me that Kaguya is from like some ancient civilization that it lives on the floating island, and we'll end up running into it whenever we end up going there. This is just totally a guess, but I don't know, it sounds like it could happen. Well, it's gone. Wonder where it's headed. Hope that bamboo girl has a safe journey wherever it leads. Hey Ami, get the lead out! We got sidetracked helping that bamboo girl. Let's get going. We have work to do. We gotta rake that queen over the coals. She's got some explaining to do. Oh yeah! So I guess we finally have to go do this thing that we were told to do forever ago. What can I talk about? But yeah, like for me, the two powers that give me the most trouble are circles, because there are so many powers that are just circles. Even the wind power is kind of a circle, so it's like it kind of runs together. And the lines, because they have to be like very straight, quick lines, and that's actually really hard to do with a Wii remote. And I'm like, at least with a console, you can just hold up, so it's a little bit easier, I imagine. But yeah, I feel like those are the two hardest. I'm sure on the console version, or the PS3, PS2 version, like the line powers, like the slashes, are probably really easy to pull off, and it's probably just the circles that are really hard. And again, my other main complaint is the lack of a dedicated dodge button. The fact that dodging is a nunchuck. I flicked down, by the way. See, that time it actually worked, but the first time I flicked down, it actually went left. Dodged left. So that made no sense. But yeah, that is my main issue, is when they map directional inputs in games to the nunchuck, because let's face it, the nunchuck doesn't really respond well to this kind of thing. It just doesn't. Like Skyward Sword, that's like for the bow and arrow, it's a very blunt motion for all the nunchuck stuff, which is good because the nunchuck is not the same level of responsiveness as other devices. What I'm trying to say is that only like the Wii Remote, like Wii Motion Plus, is actually really good for directional inputs, and that most games have issues when they try to put directional inputs into a nunchuck, because it's more designed, it's not really meant for that kind of thing. Like Twilight Princess even, it's not really like a specific direction or anything, it's just a general shaking motion, and that responds fine because it's not that precise, I guess. But for precise motions, it just doesn't really cut it most of the time. It's actually very fascinating with some of the rumors that are going around about the Nintendo Switch, which, hilariously, it just occurred to me that by the time this video goes up, the Switch might actually be out by now. Because the video is going up in like mid-March? No, early March. And the Switch is supposed to come out in March. In fact, the press event, or the press announcement for the Switch is, for me, 12 days from now. It's actually New Year's Day when I'm recording this. But yeah, I'll be curious to see if Wii remotes still work. because those little IR things, the little things that slide out from the side, look kind of iffy for multiplayer games. So if you could like hook up a Wii remote for multiplayer purposes, that would actually be fine. Though, in all fairness, holding a Wii remote sideways is not the most comfortable thing in the world. Let's be real. I never fed these. Cool. Time to feed them. What are those, anyway? Why am I feeding meat to a monkey? Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if that makes sense. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what rumors are actually true or not. But again, it's like for people watching this, it's like it's not gonna matter because the Switch, again, might already be out by this point. Such are the joys of advanced recording, not being in the know about things that are currently happening. Yep. But it is a very exciting time technologically, because we also have this new Xbox One that's supposedly in development. That's supposed to be like way more powerful than the original. And then we got the PS4 Pro, which is just kind of a disappointment to everybody for just not being any better in most ways than a regular PS4. I mean, like, if you had a PS4 die, and you pretty much need a replacement PS4, then you might as well just go with a Slim, because it can also do 4K. No wait, the Slim can't do 4K, can it? The Xbox One S does a 4K, but I don't know if the PS4 Slim does. I'll switch back to the reflector for this. Okay, this is a very tight motion, actually. You have to be very on top of when you swing it. You can't just swing wildly. It actually won't respawn. And yeah, I'm actually back to talking about the game because, reasons. Yeah, it's a very interesting time with new consoles. Like, people wonder what's gonna happen to the DS, because there's still like a few games slated for it, like Professor Layton, or Lady Layton to be more precise, which I'm actually really looking forward to, because Professor Layton is actually one of my favorite franchises. Really good games. I would love to Let's Play them, but again, I don't have a capture card for a DS or a 3DS, and I'm not sure if I really should, because it's like, I don't know. Odds are they might just re-release the games. Let the lesson begin. Practice the Wailing Mirror God technique. Blah blah blah. Which one is this? Is this a glaive or a reflector? I'm really not paying attention which moves I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, sure. Reflectors is, oh, both. Okay. So you need both as reflectors, which is actually lucky that we have 2 reflectors right now. Is that just it? That if you have 2, then it's a stronger attack? Wow, that's rather basic. Yeah, that's kind of anticlimactic, actually. Moving on, I don't actually like reflectors as combat weapons, so I'm actually swapping. Like that. So I do like the glaive sub move. That. And I'm pretty sure you can also do, yeah, you can actually, why did I get an item? But yeah, to me, this is like the best sub. And I'm also not oh, maybe the auto targets for the flying part of it. Anyway, we're actually at time. That was very fast. So, next time we shall venture back into Seiyan City to see what awaits us there. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Okami.